Hello, welcome to another episode of Free Gift Friday, where we come to you and we give you something for free on Friday, whether that be a strategy, a juicy tidbit, $1 million networking connection, or a free trial, or even a free subscription to a software tool. So welcome once again. Last week we recorded episode 10 of Free Gift Friday, so we're in the double digits. Yay. Unfortunately, I had bought a brand new computer. It's a Mac, and the latest OS of Mac is super heightened security, and I didn't realize it, but I hadn't given permissions to my streaming software to use the microphone. So there was no sound. How useful is that? Not really. So here we are re-recording last week's episode so that you still get all of that juicy information. And one thing that I'm going to give you new in this version is a little tidbit on utilizing any of the social media platforms where you want to archive content or replace content. So here is a backdoor tip. All of the social medias prioritize you based on whether or not people like you. So the more people that tune in to you, the more the social media will promote you and share you with anybody who has an interest in whatever you're doing or sharing. So you do not want to delete old photos or videos or episodes or whatever, unless of course it's something inappropriate that shouldn't have been there and you want to get rid of it. But instead, you want to mark them as private so that nobody else can see them and leave them in your library. Doing so will allow you to keep the stats associated with that video or image or post, but not be visible to the world. So it's still going to exist out there as content, but it's going to be private to you. And the stats, so all of the analytics associated with it, will still remain with your account. So you just want to mark it as private or visible only to you, and then update your new post, or post your new post rather, with the switch, right? Okay, so that's just a little side note tip that you get because I screwed up last week. All right, so what did we talk about last week? We talked about how you can have more confidence and streamline your presentations. And how do you do that? By using a teleprompter. So I am not saving the cliffhanger to the end. I'm giving it to you right up front. So what does having a teleprompter do for you? Well, if you are new to speaking in public, whether that be virtual or live, and you're nervous about it because it is, after all, the number one fear, having your talk be written out for you and teleprompted will allow you to focus on something other than the audience without the audience knowing that you're not focusing on them. This, of course, is more useful in the virtual environment, but you can still use it in the live environment as well. People will just know you're using a teleprompter. So what are we going to do for you today? Well, we're going to tell you how you can have free teleprompter software and utilize it all for free so that you can start to have more confidence and streamline and optimize your delivery of your content, whether that be a speech or a digital course or something else where you are speaking into a screen and recording yourself. So what are the tools that I recommend? So the first one is I use something called Power Prompter Express. And I also love a hidden feature in a tool called Prompt Smart. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have not actually downloaded and used Prompt Smart yet, but it has this feature, or claims to have this feature that I'm super excited about. So I will tell you about that in just a second. But first, let me talk to you about the software that I use myself, which is PowerPrompter Express. So PowerPrompter Express has a completely free version, free for life. You can upgrade to a premium version. I have to admit, I have no desire to upgrade to the premium version. It has features, none of which really feel like I need them. And the only thing that I find annoying about the free version is that it keeps reminding me that I should buy the premium version. But that's to be expected, right? We're all going to advertise our paid services at some point in time. So I can get over that because I get to use the software itself for free. Now, I also have to admit that I use a Mac, so I am not really verbose in how well this software works on a PC. But if you're a Mac user, then I'd highly recommend this software. So both tools offer the ability to be on your desktop, your tablets, and your smartphones. They both allow you to enter in text, and they scroll, and you can control them from that device or a secondary device, and you can do that through Bluetooth. Okay, so they both allow you to change the font size, the font spacing, and the font coloring. So this is useful if you're using these things to mark where you are in your talk. Okay, they also both offer timing and will predict for you how long it will take you to get through the talk. Now, they both allow you to adjust the speed of the scroll, so the faster you have it scrolling, the shorter the overall talk is. But you don't want to be an auction salesman and talk really fast like this, well, nobody can hear you or understand you. So you want to have it at a speed that allows you to speak clearly and concisely, as we learned in grammar school, but not so slow that you're putting people to sleep. So whatever that speed is for you, the tool will then calculate how long it's going to take you to get to the end of the talk. So these are all really useful tools that you can use. They both also allow you to scroll it in either direction, so whether you want to go this way or that way, it's neither here nor there. They both allow you to go in both directions. They both offer a straight up display as well as a mirror version. So if you want to upgrade and buy actual teleprompting tools and not software, but infrastructure, then you can also use the same tool to project onto that software, which would be a mirror version. So you don't have to get a new tool if you decide to upgrade and buy hardware. So these are all great features. What is the one feature that the other tool has that I'm excited about and can't wait to try? It is the fact that it will allow you to pause the scroll automatically if you go off topic. So the tool scrolls and you only have to actually interact with it if it's going too fast or too slow for you, or if you want to pause and say something, right? Say something that's not written, I should say. Well, this software claims that it will pause for you if you go off track, if you decide to ad-lib. Now, I actually write into my talks to ad-lib at certain moments, and so this would be great for me to not have to pause. So I'm excited about that feature. Maybe you are too. Anyway, this is a good way for you to start to get comfortable delivering speeches and also to streamline and optimize your message to be able to stay on track, on target, and deliver the perfect message to your audience. This is great for when you're delivering courses, when you're doing important meetings and sales pitches, so on and so forth. Now, you could pair this tool with a tool like Otter, which transcribes, and you can use that in a cycle to deliver your talk, tweak it, transcribe it, upload it to the teleprompter, and repeat until you get to your perfect speech. And of course, the more you deliver it, the more you're going to form it to memory, and the less you'll actually need the teleprompter. So this is great during, say, I don't know, a lockdown or a pandemic, when you want to practice your signature talk or speech before you go to a live event, so that way you won't have to actually use a teleprompter at the live event. Anyway, hope this information was useful to you. If it was, I would love a subscribe and a bell click to remind you each and every Friday that we will bring you something for free. Hopefully it will be useful information for you in your business, streamlining and optimizing your business so you can maximize your profits, always be ready to accept success, and start ripping up that to-do list so you can live a life of freedom. Once again, this is another episode of Free Gift Friday. Please tune back in every Friday to receive your free gift. Thank you.